All right, so I want to talk about some of the things that we need to be doing and not doing with this dog. So, first thing is we should only be telling her what we do not like. We shouldn't be trying to tell her what we like. Shouldn't be trying to reward her for good behavior, um, petting her, saying good girl, giving treats. Like, we need to understand that dogs can only think like dogs. And I don't see dogs saying good boy, good girl, handing out treats, giving pets. I don't see that taking place. The next thing that we shouldn't be using obedience commands like sit down, heel, to try to control her behavior or to change her behavior or to get her to calm down. We should only be saying what we do not like, and we need to understand her and why she is having these emotional feelings that are making her behave in the way that she's behaving. That's what this is about. See if she wants to go outside. No. So we should only be petting if we call her to us. She's engaged with us. She comes all the way into us. She's looking at us. She's taking part in being pet. And we actually like how she's feeling. She's not too fearful. She's not hyper. She's not being really pushy or dominant, or it wasn't after something negative took place. We need to understand why we're petting her, where we're petting her, how we're petting her, all those things, because it affects the dog and it tells them something. They interpret it in differently than us. We don't want to be playing games with Blaze. No fetch, no tug of war, no chase, no roughhousing. Not giving her toys, squeaky toys. We don't want to be waking up the predatory side in this dog. We don't want to be definitely teaching her to challenge people by playing tug, roughhousing, playing chase, doing stuff like that. We don't want to be teaching her to run after things, move forward, be assertive, dominant, and it can even lead to being aggressive. We need to be a leader, a parent, a coach, a teacher, whatever you want to call yourself for this dog. And we need to be thinking that we're playing the game of life and not some silly fantasy. We need to be telling the truth to our dog, living that, because that's all they can. They can't play the creative games and think that it's just for fun. No, there's a purpose behind everything they do. So they're learning skills, and we want a social dog. And they can play with each other. That's where they can be rough and tumble, because they're learning bite inhibition when playing with dogs. They're learning social skills. They're becoming balanced, and we don't want to interfere because it's not play to them. They're trying to figure out where they fit in with each other, who's more dominant, who has the skills. And when we do that, they learn that they can do that to people. And this is where we can have dogs that become aggressive to people, that bite people, that jump up on people, that run up on people, that have no problem just walking through people's space, knocking over the child. Like, it doesn't always lead to like serious problems, but it does teach the dog something. It alters them. And there's lots of different ways this expresses. So just don't do it. You don't need to. We want to be able to take her with us, have her come where we go, and have a good time. And we need to be there to protect and advocate for her, not thinking that she needs to like everything that we like or be okay with every type of person. No, she just needs to know how to navigate this so that she stays safe, people stay safe, other animals, and everyone is staying safe. So people think that, well, what kind of life is that for a dog? It's a great one. They get to come everywhere you go. They don't have to be restricted to sit and down. They're not constantly having to chase things and do whatever we want. I'm giving dogs the freedom. I'm just letting them know what I do not like and how they need to behave in these environments so I don't have to control them so much. But if I'm teaching them skills and doing stuff that is counter to what I want to create, well, it's kind of silly. So, only say what we don't like. No commands to be trying to control or change or calm her down. We can talk about it if it's something that you think is fun to do for tricks inside the house, whatever. We can talk about that. But yeah, none of that. No games that are bringing out the predatory side, the dominant, assertive, aggressive side. And we need to be advocating for her where we are not allowing people to try to reach for her. Hey, here, smell me, or try to reach to pet her. We need to make sure that she feels safe and secure. And we can talk about how we can help her become more comfortable with people, so that it doesn't lead to a dog that becomes emboldened and becomes aggressive. So that's just kind of some stuff to touch on. And I think they're the real key points, and then it gets a little bit more just nuance, which again we can talk.